Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Listed, and in today's top 10 we're going to be counting down the top 10 movies that didn't need a sequel. Before we jump into the top 10, here are two honourable mentions.
What are you talking about? I'm sorry that I was late.
You two want to bicker, that's great. I have just the assignment for you.
So coming in at number 10 is Shrek 2. This follows on from the original Shrek, and in this animated comedy follows on after battling a fire-breathing dragon and the evil Lord Farquaad to win the hand of Princess Fiona. Shrek now faces his biggest challenge, the in-laws.
Say something crazy like I'm wearing ladies' underwear. I'm wearing ladies' underwear.
And this film may not be as fresh as the original, but there is still some topical humour and colourful secondary characters that make Shrek 2 good in its own right, but it's just not as good as the original, and it never really needed to happen. Coming in at number 9 is Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest. This film follows on from the original Pirates of the Caribbean, and this action, adventure and comedy shows Captain Jack Sparrow as he is caught up in another tangled web of supernatural intrigue. Although the curse of the Black Pearl has been lifted, an even more terrifying threat looms over its captain and crew. It turns out that Jack owes a blood debt to the legendary Davy Jones, the ruler of the ocean depths. In this film, gone is depth's unpredictability and much of the humour and the originality from the first movie. Coming in at number 8 is another 48 Hours. This follows on from the original 48 Hours, and in this action-adventure comedy film, this time Nolet risks life, limb and career as he absolutely tries to bring an exclusive master criminal known as the Iceman to justice. At times, another 48 Hours seems less like a sequel to than a parody of the first 48 Hours, especially when Nick Notar repeats his role from the earlier film and begins commenting on the cliched things that are going on.
Greatest agent in MIB history.
Frank!
Stop talking.
Coming in at number 7 is Men in Black 2. This obviously follows on from the original Men in Black, and this sci-fi film follows Agent J as he becomes a high-ranking member of the Men in Black secret organization task force designed to deal with unruly visitors from other worlds. This film lacks a lot of freshness that the first movie had, and Men in Black 2 recycles elements from its predecessor with mixed results.
Kevin, that's funny. You don't have like a Kevin.
Well,
Excuse me, sweetie. I'm sorry. Got a world to save here.
okay, I'm out of here.
Coming at number 6 is Ghostbusters 2, the follow-on from the first Ghostbusters, which was a classic. This sci-fi comedy finds the Ghostbusters living in hard times, as a restraining order has forbidden them from partaking in paranormal warfare. Thanks to the cast, Ghostbusters 2 is reasonably amusing, but it lacks the charm, the wit, and the energy that the first Ghostbusters brought to the scene.
Did you catch the number on the locomotive?
Sorry, I missed it.
Coming in at number 5 is Hangover Part 2. The follow-on from The Hangover, this comedy follows Phil, Stu, Alan and Doug as they travel to exotic Thailand for Stu's wedding. After an unforgettable bachelor party in Las Vegas, Stu is taking no chances and has opted for a safe, subdued pre-wedding brunch. However, things don't always go as planned. This is a crueler, darker and raunchier carbon copy of the first installment, The Hangover. The Hangover Part 2 lacks the element of surprise and most of the joy that helped make The Hangover a massive hit.
Oh, holy. Where are we? Oh my God, Alan. Your head. No, your head.
Coming in at number 4 is The Matrix Reloaded. This film follows on from The Matrix, which is an absolute classic film. This sci-fi film follows as they have been summoned by Morpheus to join him on the voyage to Zion. Through its heady themes and departure from its predecessor, The Matrix Reloaded is a worthy sequel packed with popcorn-friendly thrills, but it doesn't have that same punch as its predecessor. Coming in at number 3 is Taken 2. The follow-on from Taken, this mystery and suspense-filled film follows Brian Mills, the retired CIA agent with no particular set of skills who stopped at nothing to save his daughter Kim from the kidnappers. When the father of one of the villains Brian killed swears revenge and takes Brian and his wife hostage in Istanbul, Brian enlists his daughter Kim to help them escape. Taken 2 largely lacks the kinetic thrills and surprises that made the original hit, and it just doesn't have the same power that the first one did.
He's here.
Coming in at number 2, we're really close to that top spot, is Jurassic Park: The Lost World. This film follows on from the original Jurassic Park, and this action-adventure sci-fi film follows while nearly everything at the Jurassic Park has been destroyed. Engineers were also operating on a second site where the dinosaurs, resurrected through DNA cloning, had been kept in hiding. This film demonstrates how far the CG effects have come in 4 years since the original Jurassic Park. Unfortunately, it also proves how difficult it can be to put together a truly compelling sequel. And finally, coming in at that top spot, the number 1 movie that definitely did not need its sequel was Jaws 2. This follows on from the original Jaws film directed by Steven Spielberg. This action-adventure horror film follows Police Chief Brody as he must protect the citizens after a second monstrous shark begins terrorizing the waters. This film has some nail-biting tension with plenty of shocks, but it is nowhere near as good as the original and partly destroyed the Jaws franchise. So that's it. They are the top 10 movies that did not need a sequel. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, then make sure to smash that like button, subscribe for more, and comment down below on what you would like to be listed.